Still shot of the Wizards locker room. There are 3 starters there. One of them you probably do not recognize. And of course, it's not Jordan Poole that starts for us. So there's a big difference with the Wizards now, and we'll talk about it. This is Season Long Baller. We are underway in the Motor City, Wizards Pistons, and we've got a lot to talk about as we throw the ball immediately into new acquisition, Alperen Sengun, and Sengun scores over Duren, and the Wizards have a 2-0 lead. For the Pistons, which look a slight bit different than when we last saw them, at least in terms of the starting lineup. Oh, Cunningham has a wide open look at the 3, he misses. Rebound to Avdija. Last time when we faced the Pistons, Bogdanovic was injured, so he did not play in that game for us, and of course he is now starting in this game. And the Pistons lottery pick, Thompson, is not starting now. All right, Kuzma to Summerz on the baseline. We'll step back a little bit, take the long 2, miss it on the baseline, rebound Duren. For the Pistons, it's Cunningham and Ivy at the guards. Bogdanovic, ooh, that's way too good a look for him. He's a good shooter. He missed that one. We got lucky. Bogdanovic and Stewart are the forwards, and Duren is in the middle. Summerz with the look at the 3, and oh, missed that. That was a pretty decent look for me. Score remains 2-0 as, Cunningham in the paint. Ooh, Cunningham misses. Whoa, I think that's a couple breaks we've caught early here in terms of the Pistons getting on the scoreboard here. For the Wizards, it's Summerz. I want to shoot that. But let's post up Sengun. Got a new threat here. Sengun against Duren in the post, and Sengun with the jump hook scores. Wizards up 4-0, and Sengun has the first 4 points for the Wizards. And again, we'll talk about that in just a moment as Summerz guards Cunningham coming up the floor. For the Wizards, it's the same starting 5 they've had, with the exception of Sengun in the starting lineup over Gafford. Summerz, Wright, Kuzma, and Avdija round out your 5, as Sengun now fouls Duren on the drive. And that'll give us a chance to talk about this deal, which we were offered. And there you go. Corey Kispert sent to the Rockets, and a first-round pick, a 27 first-round pick at that, for Alperen Sengun. And now Sengun is starting for us as Duren hit the first while we were looking at that graphic and missed the first, nails the second, and it's a 4-1 lead for the Wizards. 3:55 to go here in the first quarter. This is Season Long Baller, and we play the entire 82-game schedule as we now go pick and roll with Sengun, and he scores. This could be good. But yeah, the Rockets offered that deal to us, and the Wizards took it. So Sengun now mans the middle, and Corey Kispert is now a Rocket. Now, remember, this is much different, as Cunningham is driving on me, than what we've had transpire in real life between the two teams that are playing right now. Cunningham cuts against Summerz, takes the short little push shot on the baseline, misses, rebound Sengun, hands off to Summerz. We'll go up to Wright. Wright has a good look, and Wright's been shooting decent from 3 when given a wide open look, and he nails it, and the Wizards are up 9-1. Now, the real Wizards and Pistons turned a deal for Lively. As Ivy drives for Lively and Bagley, the third. And Bagley in real life, we got to look for a 3 there. We'll take that, and got it. Got that one. And that was a worse look than what we had a few moments ago that we missed. But that puts the Wizards up 12-1, a 12-1 start for the Wizards here against the Pistons. As Stewart dribbles up top against Kuzma. Now over to Ivy. Gets the screen. Ivy drives and takes the little push shot and hits on the baseline, and that makes it 12-3. Lively and Bagley the third are going over to the Wizards from the Pistons in real life, but of course in our simulation that doesn't happen. So now next year's roster, Bagley will be on it. And Summerz throws the lob to Sengun, and this is looking like a great acquisition right now for the Wizards. Sengun has scored 6 already of the Wizards' 14. And the Wizards are now up 14-3. Summerz with 3 and 4 at the start of this game. 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. And as I mentioned, we play the full entire 82-game schedule of the Washington Wizards through our player build. Number 4, the point guard, Jaymont Summerz, 6'5", out of William and Mary, and you can see that player build is down in the description below. Oh, another wide open look, and got it! Oh, man, that was another good look. It's a 17-3 jump start for the Wizards against the Pistons, and well, you see the Pistons crowd is dead. No noise in the arena right now. Handoff to Cunningham. He drives, kicks it back out to Ivy up top. Ivy over to Stewart. Stewart thought about it. He can hit that, but he didn't shoot that one. Now he dribbles down to Ivy, who does have the one basket that the Pistons have hit in the first quarter here. Miss. Rebound to Summerz, his first rebound. And the Wizards will push into the front court. Over to Kuzma, back to Summerz. We'll drive back to Kuzma. Kuzma now kicks it to Avdija. He has a wide open look, and Avdija misses. Rebound Bogdanovic, who was by himself under the basket. Now over to Ivy. Ivy dribbling against Wright. Now here comes Cunningham off of a curl. Cunningham dribbles. Gets a screen from Stewart, but we stick with it. Now Cunningham takes the free throw line area jump shot and hits it. And we actually had decent defense on that one. Cunningham scores, makes the score 17-5 as we are under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Wizards dominating the first quarter with the debut of new acquisition Alperen Şengün. Summerz drives. Now, that was not the plan at all. I thought Cunningham, I'm sorry, I thought Kuzma was going to roll there. He just stopped. I should have shot that. Yes, yes, that's my fault. I definitely should have shot that. But you would think I would have better chemistry with Kuzma at this rate. Oh, Bogdanovic is not going to miss that, and he didn't. It's 17-8 now. And it's now a 9-point lead. So as dominant as the Wizards have been here in this first quarter, it's not even a double-digit lead right now. Wright dribbling against Ivy. I'm sorry, dribbling against Morris, the former Wizard. Now over to Summerz. Got a little bit of space there from Wright. Ivy on me. We'll go down to Wright for the shot at the buzzer, and he misses, and that's how the first quarter ends. The score 17-8 in favor of the Wizards. And as I mentioned, Bogdanovic was injured in the first meeting between these two teams, and he's already made his presence felt with a three-pointer late in the first quarter. These two teams did make a deal in real life that sent Bagley the third, and as you see, Summerz came out of the game. When we're out of the game, when Summerz is out of the game, we are out of the game. So now with most of the second quarter done, it's only a 4-point lead for the Wizards. 34-30. Summerz with 6 and 4 and a rebound, and Kuzma's on the free throw line. Kuzma hits, gives us a 5-point lead. Morris, Ivy, Duren, Bogdanovic, and Stewart are your 5 right now for the Pistons. And as you know, Morris was our backup point guard last season in our championship run here on NBA 2K23. Morris driving against Summerz. Now pitches it back to Duren. Over to Bogdanovic. He'll hit that. Yep. He's not going to miss that shot. Too good a shooter. And the Pistons are shooting 59% from the field. The way they started, you would definitely think that is not what they were shooting. But here we are. But the Wizards are also shooting over 50% and up by 3. Gafford comes down, and yes. Now this looks more like it did last season for our Wizards, where Gafford was coming off the bench behind Porzingis. But that doesn't stop that lob connection. I'm telling you that. Gafford is still my main man for lobs. And we connect there. Lead is up to 5 with 2:10 to go here in the second quarter. Ivy dribbling against Wright. Over to Bogdanovic. Oh, man. Okay, he missed it. Yes, I thought for sure he was going to hit that. Avdija with the rebound kicks it up to Wright. Right back over to Avdija. Hands it off to Summerz. Working against Morris. Now kicks over to Wright. We'll drive on Morris, and the layup after the foul by Duren. And we'll go to the line to shoot a pair. If you're new to the channel, Season Long Baller, we always shut up on our free throws, or try to remember to. We got the first to fall because we've learned the hard way that if we're talking, we will miss it. Second of 2 falls, and the Wizards push the lead back up to 7. Summerz is guarding Ivy, and Wright is guarding Morris at the moment. It is Summerz, Wright, Gafford, Kuzma, and Gallinari. No, and Avdia as your 5 for the Wizards right now. So it looks like the starting lineup on the board for oh, Duren gets the rebound. Looks like Wright was going to steal it from him. It kicks out to Morris. Look at that dive. Ivy nailed the wide open 3. You can't say I didn't hustle. I tried to dive for that ball, but unfortunately I left Ivy wide open for the 3. And of course he nailed it. No good hustling goes unpunished. Oh, Summerz with the cut on the baseline around Ivy. Kicks it back out to Avdia. Now over to Kuzma working against Bogdanovic. Kuzma drives on the, you know I thought he's going to step out of bounds. Now he comes back to the baseline again. Again he goes baseline. Left hand layup works. Now you know he scored because I didn't pass him the ball. Because you know recently when I pass Kuzma the ball, there's a good chance he's going to miss it. But Kuzma works the baseline on Bogdanovic and scores. And pushes the lead back up to 7. Ivy driving, or attempting to drive here on Summerz, takes the little short jump shot in the lane, outside of the lane, misses. He falls. Summerz in front of the pack. We'll go with the 2-hand flush. Hang around on the rim a little bit while we swing for style points. And now we're back down on the floor. 43-35, an 8-point lead for the Wizards as we get close to the end of the first half. Back to Morris, working against Wright. Now up top on Ivy, to Ivy. Ivy drives on us. Now back over to Morris on the wing. Back to Ivy. Ivy to Bogdanovic. He takes the long 3. In and out. Rebound to Avdia. Avdia brings the ball into the front court. Over to Wright. Under 7 to go here in the first half. Gafford sets the screen for Wright. Now right back to Gafford. Gafford lays it up and misses it. Stewart gets the rebound, and that's how the first half will end. Wizards with a 43-35 lead. And you can see the effect already of Şengün. All right, we are back for the third quarter. Thank you for joining us. This is SeasonLongBaller, and it looks like both teams are going with their starting lineups. As Cunningham set a screen on the baseline for Bogdanovic. Working against Avdia, he takes a step back in the lane and in and out. Again, I'm surprised he missed that. Şengün with the rebound over to Summerz. Ooh, I did not mean to throw that one there. And the pass into Duren, who kicks it in the corner to Cunningham. I'd gone to help, and Cunningham nails the 3. And that cuts the lead down to 5. 43-38 is your score as we are underway here in the third quarter. Summerz over to Wright on the baseline. Wright back over to Kuzma on the wing. Now up to Summerz. We'll drive into the paint. The floater drops. And that pushes the lead back to 7. All right, Ivy driving. Now over to Cunningham. Looks like Stewart setting a screen on us. Cunningham drives. Downhill, crosses over, into the paint, left hand, misses, rebound us. We'll push. Bogdanovic picking up on me. Oh, he gives me room. And nope, missed it. Rebound Duren. Another decent look that I missed. Over to Ivy. Ivy attempts to drive on Wright. Wright plays pretty good defense there. Wright has been pretty good at defense all season, actually. Part of the reason I think he's in the starting lineup. Now Cunningham drives against Avdia. Over to Ivy against Wright again. Stewart comes over to set the screen. Ivy takes the 3 and misses, and we got the rebound. We'll bring it up. And we will drive on Cunningham and, of course, step out of bounds. Just to finish the thought on, as you see, Summerz has been lighting it up in the last 5 games. Just to finish the thought on that trade, Lively and Bagley III came over from the Pistons to the Wizards, and the Wizards gave up Gallinari and Muscala, and they went to the Pistons, along with a couple of second-round draft picks, as Cunningham takes the three and misses. Rebound Kuzma. All right, Summerz in the corner, and those second-round draft picks went to the Wizards. Baseline, as Şengün turns left shoulder on the baseline over Duren and scores. And that gives the Wizards a 9-point lead here in the third quarter. Şengün again making his presence felt. Şengün moves into the starting lineup as Ivy takes the three. He was wide open when he came off that curl, the screen off the baseline. And Şengün moves into the starting lineup. Gafford moves back into that sixth-man role where last season he was very successful for our Wizards. And yeah, you see the three-point contest race. Summerz is leading the All-Star voting in the East. And it looks like for All-Star Weekend, he might be a participant in the three-point contest. We'll obviously do both of those on the channel. Last season, Summerz was in the Rising Stars game. Porzingis was the Wizards representative in the All-Star game. Summerz tries to get a screen there from Şengün. Cunningham plays it well and fights through the screen. Now over to Şengün on the screen and roll. And he got a wide open lane. Oh, Duren cherry picks. Got ahead of the pack and gets that basket back immediately. And that keeps the lead at 6 for the Wizards. All right, we'll go screen and roll with Kuzma. Coming downhill into the corner. I probably should have shot that, but I did want to get Avdia the rock. All right, over to right. Right goes to Kuzma on the baseline. Kuzma misses, and the rebound to Duren. And the Pistons can close this one down to 3 or 4. And again, at the way this started, you didn't think the Pistons would be this close. Cunningham drives against Summerz into the lane. He misses. Rebound Şengün up to Avdia. Avdia over to Summerz. We've got space. Long two is good. Shout out Joe's Arcade. Wizards up by 8. It's 51-43 with 2:26 to go here in the third quarter. Ooh, I tried to get the steal on Cunningham and did not get it. Now Cunningham has an open basket. Şengün gets the block. Up to Summerz. We'll stop here for the three straight away. Good. And that pushes the lead to 11. Got a decent look there. I had Duren on my hip, so I thought, I got a good, clean look here. Timeout. Pistons take a timeout, and the Wizards are up by 11 with 2:03 to go. So remember, in our simulation, real deals that happen don't affect our play. So obviously the Lively, Bagley, Muscala, Gallinari deal does not affect what's going on in our simulation, but trades can happen all over the place in our simulation. And the big one, of course, one of the bigger ones for us, Ben Simmons, and I'm saying that because we are going to be seeing the Spurs here on Monday as, Ivy steps back, misses the three. Duren flies in. Duren flew in for that rebound and then two-hand flush. That was nasty. Cuts the lead back down to 9. We'll talk about that trade with Simmons in just a moment, as you are probably aware of it in our simulation, as Summerz gets the screen from Gafford. Lob to Gafford is good. Wizards back up by 11. 1:32 to go here in the third quarter. Ben Simmons was traded for Doug McDermott by the Spurs to the Nets. So Simmons is playing for our Spurs. And we will see the Spurs. Bogdanović got a step on Kuzma down in the post and scores. And we'll be seeing Simmons and Wemby again on Monday, as we'll be taking on San Antonio in San Antonio. Summerz working against, looks like that's Ivy. Let's see. Kuzma looked like, I might have messed that up. Kuzma looked like he was driving. I'll give it over to Kuzma. The left-hand layup is good. Wow. Kuzma with a little bit of a stylish layup there. But he looked like he was about to curl into the paint when I called the pick and roll. He might have been open in the paint if I hadn't called for the pick and roll there. But we do get the basket. Summerz with 17 and 8 to go along with 3 rebounds. Morris over to Bogdanović. He gets a couple of screens, one from Stewart. Stewart now rolls, gets on the baseline, kicks it out to Ivy. Over to Bogdanović. I thought Stewart was going to get a better shot out of that. Bogdanović with the fading away 3, misses. Rebound right. I'm already running. Good look for the 3. It's good. Summerz with 20 and 8, lead now 14 as we are getting down to the closing seconds of the third quarter. Morris, the former Wizard, kicks over to Bogdanovich, working against Avdia. He now drives, takes the shot in the lane, misses, and the rebound to Avdia. Avdia dribbling, working against Bogdanovich. Over to Summerz on the baseline. We'll step out. Got Stewart on us. Oh, we're tired, though. I don't think this is going to be a good idea. Let's see. We'll give it over to Kuzma. Kuzma takes the shot at the buzzer and misses, and that's how the third quarter will end. Wizards with a 61-47 lead going into the fourth quarter.
The Wizards, 61.
Morris was a member, obviously, of our championship team here on NBA 2K23 last season. And as an example of talking about trades, in the offseason, he was acquired by the Pistons. So that is why he's not on our Wizards this season. Whatever the roster is at the beginning of the season for NBA 2K25, spoiler, we'll be here for that too. That's the roster, obviously, we'll be starting with. So I expect next season, Bagley III and Lively will be on the Wizards schedule, on the Wizards roster when we start NBA 2K25 next season. But let's see if we can finish the Pistons off on NBA 2K24 right here and now. Summerz gets the screen from Poole. Back over to Poole. And we haven't talked a lot about the bench unit with Kispert gone now for the Wizards, as Coulibaly sets a screen for Poole and he misses. Rebound to Wiseman, up to Harris, and Joe will get into the paint and score. So now I think the beneficiary of Kispert not being on the roster for us now is definitely Bilal Coulibaly, the Wizards' actual lottery pick. Summerz off the screen, got room, nails it. Cunningham was just a slight hair late coming off of that screen. And that worked for us, pushes the lead up to 15 now as Wiseman sets a screen on Summerz. Cunningham takes advantage and gets to the lane and is fouled by Gallinari. So obviously Gallinari and Muscala, although we might not see much of Muscala anymore with Şengün and Gafford now manning the middle. But you won't see Gallinari obviously with the Pistons for us, just like you won't see Bagley III with the Wizards. And oddly enough in this game, we really haven't seen a lot of Bagley III. I think he's on the floor now. Yeah, he's on the floor now with with Wiseman. But we haven't seen him a lot in this game. Summerz brings the ball up as Cunningham hits both free throws, cuts the lead down to 13. We'll get a screen here from Gallinari. Back to Gallinari. And Gallinari hesitates, now takes the three and misses. Ooh, Şengün was in there. I thought he was going to get that rebound, but it looks like either Harris or Wiseman got that one. I was trying to get the ball from Morris. Ooh, that left Wiseman wide open right down the lane, but Morris didn't get it to him. He's now driving against Gallinari, and Coulibaly reaches in to pick up the foul. And here comes Tyus Jones. And it looks like we sat down for a moment. We're back in. 3:38 to go here in the fourth quarter. It is still a 13-point lead for the Wizards. Morris, Cunningham, Harris, Bagley III, and Duren are your five for the Wizards. Sorry, for the Pistons. It looks like Summerz, Wright, Avdia, Şengün, and Kuzma are your five for the Wizards, the starting lineup. Cunningham, through all of that traffic, gets a shot in the paint. He misses, and the Wizards come out with the rock. All right, let's see what we can get here. Go screen and roll with Şengün. Oh, Şengün rolls, got it to Şengün, and he misses, gets his own rebound, tips it up backwards with his left hand. I don't think the odds of that going in were very good, and they didn't go in. Lead remains 13. Cunningham in the corner. Now over to Bogdanovich. Now to Cunningham on the curl. We're on him. Ooh, he left a little space there for Cunningham. He could have shot that three. He didn't. Now here comes Bogdanovich. He will shoot it, and he nails it. Cuts the lead to 10 with 2:46 to go. Pistons are still hanging around. They have probably just enough time if they get a couple lockdown possessions here on defense. They might be able to get back in this game. Summerz comes downhill, kicks it over to Şengün. Şengün now back over to Avdia, to Wright, wide open for the three. Wright misses, rebound Duren. Over to Morris. Morris brings the ball into the front court, behind the back. Now back to Cunningham against Summerz. Over to Stewart. Duren on the baseline, over Şengün, misses, rebound Şengün. Up to Avdia. See, Over to Şengün. Now on the baseline to Kuzma. Kuzma with the left hand push shot on the baseline misses. Oh, Wright almost got that rebound. Tips it over to Bogdanović though. Now over to Cunningham. Cunningham up top. 2 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Here comes Duren with a screen. Oh, he got me on that screen. He rolls. Şengün with the good defense. And now up to Avdia. Let's see. Oh, I thought maybe I had got ahead of the pack and somebody was going to throw me the ball, but they didn't. We'll go screen and roll with Şengün. He slip screens. Lob. Ooh, that lob was terribly mistimed right into Morris's hands. Duren is ahead of the pack. He's still ahead of the pack, and he will two-hand flush. Minute 32 on the clock as the Wizards will take a timeout. A couple of sloppy possessions by the Wizards. Pistons weren't able to take full advantage of that, though, so the lead remains 8, but they are still hanging around. Avdia to Summerz. Summerz drives. Ooh, I was thinking about the three. Let the clock tick a little bit. We'll go screen and roll with Şengün. Summerz, oh, wide open two-hand flush is good. The lane cleared after that screen. Now up to Cunningham. Oh, maybe I hung on the rim just a hair too long. Cunningham drives. I think Şengün. Yeah, Şengün picked up that foul. Cunningham will now have a pair. And that is, of course, my fault because I was hanging on the rim while Cunningham went down the floor. And Cunningham misses the first free throw with 1:15 to go. You need that free throw. With the time stopped, with the clock stopped, and you with a chance to score points, you have to hit those. Cunningham makes 1 of 2, cuts the lead to 9. It's 71-62 in favor of the Wizards, and we will take our time here into the front court. All right, I think we're going to go screen and roll with Kuzma here, setting it to the baseline side. Summerz kicks it back to Kuzma, and he scores. Yes, I am a little surprised because Kuzma, as I've said, Kuzma does not score here recently when I pass him the ball. Summerz up to 25 and 9. Cunningham gets into the paint and misses, but by himself, Duren two-hand dunks the tip. And that cuts the lead down to 9 again with under a minute to go here in the game. All right, we'll go screen and roll with Kuzma again. Let's see if we can get it. Kuzma rolls back to, oh gosh. Well, that worked out. I was trying to throw the lob and threw it off the bottom of the backboard. I couldn't tell I was that far under, but it bounced fruitiously to Kuzma, and he scored. Oh, Duren with another rebound. I was stuck with Duren under the paint, and Duren scores again. But now, with under 30 to go, the Wizards up by 9. I think the fat lady is at least warming up her vocal pipes, right? Summerz gets the screen from Kuzma. We'll go in for an easy two-hand dunk. And that should put the bow on this one. Wizards with an 11-point lead, 77-66 with 20.9 to go here in the fourth quarter. Thank you for watching. If you like what we do on the channel, as Cunningham takes the three, please hit that like and subscribe. It is much appreciated. We'll bring the ball up into the front court here as Avdia gives the ball to Summerz. We'll take this victory. We will see you again on Monday as we get our second look at Wemby and the Spurs, along with, as I mentioned, Ben Simmons. This will be our second look, this time in San Antonio. Hope to see you there. Also, season-long podcast number 45 happening on Monday as well. Check that out for all news, for all things happening in our simulation. We'll talk about this Şengün trade as well in that podcast. But we talk about all the things happening in our league that may not necessarily be something we talk about during games. That's it for Season Long Baller. Thank you for watching as always. It is much appreciated. We'll see you on Monday against the Spurs and for the Season Long podcast. Peace.